Hi everyone, and welcome to Ballmorphics. I'm Kat Church, and today I'm here to talk about some tips and tricks of things that can save you some time and money when you are breeding ball pythons. So today, one of my first tools, I guess, I like to have on hand that saves me a lot of time during the breeding season is my nifty sprayer. I really like to have these on hand when I need to increase the humidities in the tubs for breeding season. So what I do is I just really soak them down and mimic what it would be like in Africa in the winter. It'd be very rainy, very wet, very moist. So the weed sprayer. Now, the next thing that I like to have on hand is a big chalkboard. So I have this big chalkboard hanging on my wall. You can see that it kind of helps me keep a schedule. I have week 1, week 2, the feeding schedule of what I'm doing. You can see I have a couple animals listed right here with their weights. The other thing I always have on hand are erasable chalk markers. So the reason I like the chalk markers is not only can I use it on my chalkboards, but I also like to use it on top of my bins and my racks. So for example, when I go through and I'm feeding and someone doesn't eat, I don't want to take the time to maybe mark down that animal that hasn't eaten. I just take my marker out and I make a big X on it. Can't really see it with the light. Bring it close. Just do a big X on it. It'll wash off easy. Just a little bit of damp paper towel and it rinses right off. But I'll mark an X on there so that I know they didn't eat and record it for another time. Now, I also use this to help me keep track of weights. Every time they shed, I mark on the bin or the chalkboard what their weight is when I weigh them. But I find that these are awesome. I use them for breeding season. I draw a line. When I come back and if they're locked, I make it into a plus sign. So I have so many colors. I'm like a chalk marker addict. So many colors of them to help me keep track of things on my bins and in my snake room here. Now, another trick I have, or tip, is I know some of you guys when you're just getting started feel like you maybe are a little nervous of the snakes, maybe need a snake hook, but I actually got this from another breeder. Rory at Nocturnal Obsessions told me a paper towel roll makes an easy snake hook to keep them away from you, to keep them back in the tank, to help you pick them up. So I always, of course, am cleaning in here, have a roll of paper towels on hand. When someone's in an angry, defensive mode, I just can stick the paper towel and get it close. They'll usually back off. Then I can reach in and grab them. So I use my paper towel roll way more than I use my snake hook. And best of all, you always have one of these on hand. I don't have to spend any extra money for this tool because you're going to be cleaning anyways in your snake rooms. Something else that I really like having on hand. I don't have it on hand. It's over here. Is I like having a heat lamp. So I'm going to show you my heat lamp setup. So right here I have my heat lamp hooked onto a step stool, and I use that to heat up all my rats for feeding time. It saves me a lot of hassle of maybe putting them in water and having to dry them or having to try to get them up to room temperature and heat blast them with a blow dryer. I just set them there, use my heat gun until they're about 100 degrees, quick little blast on the head, and in the bins they go. So that saves me a substantial amount of time. And I guess some other tips and tricks I've learned from other breeders is I always have a spoon for cleaning. That's Billy at Mutation Creation. He says gets the urates right off. That's true. And I guess realistically, it's things we already have on hand that we use the most that save us the most time. These save so much time for recording. At the end of the week, I can go through, Write down who didn't eat on feeding day, who bred. I have a big plus sign. I can make any notes I need on my chalkboard for my helper so they know maybe, you know, this snake is blah, blah, blah. So they know what's happening in the snake room. I think I'm rambling now, but I'm doing good. This is my second YouTube video, and I hope that you guys are enjoying my uncut live editions, because I don't know how to edit at this moment in time. So I hope you guys bear with me through the growing pains and help, you know, help support me by liking and subscribing. And I did promise I would show off a snake for the next video. So let's see if I can get out maybe Bailey, because Bailey's right here, easy to grab. Hey, Bay. Bailey is a big girl. She's one of my albinos. Oh, let's see if I can lift her out with one hand. Oh, Bailey. Big girl. She's going to be a mover for a minute. So now I can say I did pull out one of my snakes. This is Bailey. She's one of my albinos. She is quite hefty at over 3,000 grams, and she's a big mover. She likes to go backwards and move around. Say, being out's probably not her favorite thing. But there, we pulled a snake out for a video. Second YouTube video is down in the records. I hope you guys enjoyed today. Have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye.